plate Paddy O'Reilly for Racing Saturday. You know, these guys plate slice about every 21 days before they wear out, so Paddy's had these plates on now for 3 weeks, running again this Saturday, so we're just about to change him over and put a fresh set on for the weekend. So first of all, we've got to lift the clenches on the nails that basically keep the shoe on tight. So he's got 6 little clenches under here. Make sure that we pull these back nice and flat with the wall, so then when we pull the nails out, they don't damage the foot. And grab our pinchers under each heel.
What are you doing now?
Just giving the foot a bit of a clean up so we can see where we're at. He hasn't got a lot of foot on Paddy. That's pretty usual for him. We'll just take a little bit of excess toe off here with the rasp. It's very important that you have the foot level, as flat as it can be. If anything, I like to have them a little bit lower on the outside just to try and eliminate any interference with the back legs when they're galloping. Just put a nice little bit of shape into the hoof. So this is called his frog here. This is basically a pump for the blood to go around the foot. The feet are very similar to fingernails in a human. They can be trimmed down a little bit, but if you trim them too far, they do become quite sensitive.
How often would you have to trim them back like this?
This would be 3 weeks. You can see we're not taking a lot of foot off, just skimming out the edges, making sure there's no little pockets of dirt.
And what you're doing now, this doesn't hurt the horse in any way?
No, not at all, but this line that runs around, basically runs around right around the hoof there. Inside that line is sensitive tissue. This part on the outside of that white line, that's dense, what we call the outer wall, and that's not sensitive. Oh, Patrick. Good. Alright, we'll grab some plates out for him. So this is an aluminium plate. They're only allowed in racing, they're only allowed a certain amount of weight per shoe for the safety of jockeys if one's to come off. So you're allowed to race in aluminium or light steel, but it's more common now to race in aluminium. So now I just run the round sword and the hammer around the toe, just so that he has no sole pressure, so that the plate is only making contact with the outside wall of his hoof. Allowing his foot to function as naturally as possible.
And how many nails do you put back in?
Paddy will have, he'll have 5, maybe 6.
And one of the things you mentioned earlier was toe clips. He doesn't have toe clips.
No, we keep the toe clips off Paddy because he is a big footed horse that can get long in his toe, which is quite a common thing with thoroughbreds. And we just find that by taking the toe clip off, we can keep his toes back nice and short, therefore taking the pressure off his heels.
And standing him up.
And standing him up with a nice angle. Now we just put our pinchers underneath the tip of the nail, which are out of the wall. 2 hits just to tighten it up. You can see here you got the nails hanging out the wall. And cut them down to a desired length.
Obviously that's not safe to have those protruding from the front of the hoof.
And these, we just embed these into the wall just to hold the shoe on a little bit tighter. It also, the thing is, if a horse does pull a shoe off, the idea is that you've bent the sharp edge off the nail so that if he does stand on it, hopefully he won't do as much damage to the hoof wall. That's finished, that side. I've just got to take him over to the inside. Just making a little groove in the hoof wall for the this is called a clenching, for the clench to sit in. Just so it run your hand over his foot and you got a nice smooth finish. All we do, we've got a little hoof hardener product here. We just put this around the hoof wall just to seal it up. Keeps it nice and hard. And the job's finished.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Got a good sweat there.